Hey guys, this is Al from techandcompany.com. Today I'm going to be talking about how you can secure your website after your site or your WordPress site has been hacked and how to keep it from being hacked in the future. We're talking about the three things you can do. They're in escalating order. We're also going to be talking about how the hacking process works, what makes you vulnerable, and we're going to offer solutions that keep it from happening again. All right, let's get started. All right, number one, change your username and password. Now, this seems kind of obvious, but what I will tell you is that sometimes when a site is hacked, it's hacked because people have basically been neglecting their website. Now, this is what I mean by that. All right, let's say you got a website done. Let's say you found some guy who was able to do a website for you. The guy offered to do the website, and when he set up the website, he put in your username as admin, okay? And then because he's doing multiple edits and going back and forth, he didn't want to put in a password that he'd have to remember, so he put your password as admin. So the site gets done, and he delivers the site to you. The username's admin, the password's admin. This is a very hackable site because there's not a lot of thought here that went into the username or password. Now, most hackers already have your username, and I'm not just talking about the ones that have admin. I'm talking about the fact that usually your username is usually your name, your email address, or it is your company name, okay? Or it's something personal or something specific to your industry that they already know. All right, and then next they have your password. If your password is not dynamic, and what I mean by a dynamic password and you needing a dynamic password is a dynamic password is a password that is not something found in the dictionary. All right, and let me explain why. Most hack attacks are using software that do what we call a dictionary attack. Now, a dictionary attack is basically words that are in the dictionary. There's software linked to a dictionary program that basically crams dictionary words and inputs them and just tries different dictionary words over and over again until they get your password. And so they have your username, and then they use the dictionary to find your password using the software. Okay? They're using proxy servers and proxy accounts so that you really can't find them. And what happens is you're in a situation now where if your password is something that it can easily be found in the dictionary, you're very vulnerable to attack. So when we say dynamic password, you need a dynamic password. We're talking about a password that has uppercase letters, lowercase letters, numbers, symbols, words that are not found in the dictionary. Words that would be very hard, or something that would be very hard for someone to duplicate unless they really, really knew your password. Okay? The other thing that you can do as a quick fix in this level one, restoring your information, basically is you need to contact your hosting company and ask them to do a relaunch of your website prior to the date that it was hacked. Okay, so what happens is a lot of hosting companies can go back a couple days or a couple weeks if they're really good, and they can reload the different files that related to your website prior to it being hacked. Now you have the username change, the password change, and then basically you can upload those new version, the backdated version of your website. So that's awesome. And then you want to make sure that you back up everything though. Make sure you have all of your important pages of your website, stored in a Word document. So in case something goes wrong, you don't start from scratch. All right. Now let's go to number two. All right. The next step, let's say that you love your WordPress theme. You say, oh, this is the greatest theme ever. I'm never going to change it. It sucks that the website was hacked, but let's keep the same theme, But let's change the username, change the password. Um, we recommend that you add a security widget or a security plugin, because here's the problem. Usually you're vulnerable because you did not add some type of security widget or security plugin. Now, one of the ones that we recommend is one called Better WP Security. You still want to back up everything, but you want to add that security widget to help prevent hack attacks on your website. Now, the question is, can you trust every plugin, or how did they target you in the first place? Okay, here's how they targeted you. All right, this website is called What WordPress Theme Is That? Now, a hacker can simply find out what theme you're using by typing in your domain name, clicking here, and it tells them what theme you're using. Now, there are other sites out there like this one, WP Theme Detector. Now, this site not only tells them what theme you're using, but it also tells them what plugins you're using. Now, let's talk about these plugins. The reality of the situation is that hackers do create plugins. They create themes, they create widgets that they put online so that people can use them. And then when people use those themes and those widgets, then they can be activated and alert what we call botnets, which are basically computers that are searching for vulnerable websites so that they can mine data and exploit the users of those websites. So because WordPress is an open source software, and open source simply means that people from all over the world can write code and contribute to the WordPress community as far as plugins, as far as widgets. Because it is open source and it's constantly evolving, constantly changing, that means that it's constantly vulnerable because people are using codes that have not been vetted, plugins that have not been vetted, plugins that do malicious things and they're not aware of them. They just find a great plugin, they think it's great, they put it on their website, and then it does all kinds of terrible things and causes all kinds of havoc. Okay, so if you are going to continue to use WordPress, then we recommend that you at least add a security plugin or a security widget to make sure that your website is secure, and also change your username, change your password. Now, level 3 is what we recommend if you don't want to be bothered with the problems anymore. Basically, because we told you that WordPress is going to continue to have issues because it is open source and because there are lots of plugins, there's malicious malware out there, there's malicious adware, there are botnets targeting it, because it is the web's largest used platform or CMS or content management system or content management software, that it is very vulnerable because it is very attractive because so many people use it, and hackers are very aware of that. So what happens is you change your username, you change your password to something dynamic. Now we recommend that you move your website to a new CMS or hosting. A hosting that backs up your data, that you can, have it, but also a CMS that doesn't use outside plugins, that you can look at and have it be secure. Okay, so that you're not using all of these plugins for every little simple thing that you want to do. If you want to add a content page or a contact us page or something like that, or a ad or an ad widget so that you can monetize your site, you're not constantly having to go out and get a plugin so that you can handle that. That's a mistake. All right, so with that said, give us a call at our number on our website, and visit us online at techandcompany.com. Thanks so much, guys, and have a great day.
It takes more than a simple website for a business to succeed online. At Tech & Company, our exceptional web design team designs sites that drive new customers to your website. Tech & Company's cost-effective solutions won't bust your budget. Go to www.techandcompany.com.